Our tale begins with the adventurers rolling nature checks to determine the season. What did they learn? Burr. It's probably 2005. Torvin. I rolled a nat one, so darkness forever. Arya. It's summer. I'm writing it down, even if I'm wrong. DM. Sighing like a man with regrets. It's summer, but you don't know what part of summer. That's how bad your rolls were. They make camp beside a cliff, assuming nothing bad ever happens near cliffs. Burr. I'll lay my mat here, go get a stick and stealth around. Torvin. I need a tent that fits my 7-foot tail. Shalangelo. I'm a turtle. I am the 10th. They settle in, just in time for magical telepathy to kick in. Phoenix is reading from his magic book, and suddenly the entire party is linked psychically. Burr, in thought. Stick. Torvin. Track. Area. I miss my vial. DM. Oh no, they're thinking at each other. It's worse than talking. It's mental chaos. Torvin tries to suppress his hunger. Shalangelo just tries to suppress Burr. Burr encounters a strange voice in the woods who gifts him a stick. Not just any stick, a perfect stick. Burr. She told me her name is Lokthara. She's trapped. I must free her. With shrines. And maybe murder. Arya, squinting. You're being recruited by a swamp demon, aren't you? Burr opens up a scroll he received along with the stick and attempts to read it. Back at camp, Phoenix is reading. Arya is gathering herbs, some poisonous. Torvin returns with 200 pounds of gator meat. Torvin. We feast! Shalangelo, trying to dry meat. Do I roll for jerky? Torvin. Do I roll for drying leather? They share food and a discussion of swamp carrots. Arya offers magical showers to the party like a muddy Disney princess. Phoenix is tucked in like a burrito of innocence. Torvin sleeps with his tail sticking out of the tent like a decorative flag. After a long rest, the group head out and head down one of two paths. They quickly stumble upon a crumbling obsidian temple with spooky vibes, mysterious symbols, and we woke up a god energy. Burr goes invisible, and presumably heads into the temple. The party, not wanting to lose their puppy, decide they should also go inside too. It's dark, it's silent, and then, temple. Welcome. Everyone panics. Burr goes full rogue mode. Arya lights up the room with her dancing lights. Shalangelo detects magic. It's bad, but also kinda good. They discover the name Lokthara carved into the stone. Then, DM. You hear a whisper. It says, say my name. Burr screaming. Shalangelo. Lokthara! Arya and Torvin. Lokthara! Suddenly visions. Magic surges, power flows. Everyone gets a new ability, wrathful presence. It's like charisma, but angry. Burr bleeds on the altar. Arya follows. Phoenix, giddy as a cultist at summer camp, slices his hand and joins in. The altar repairs itself. Everyone claps. The temple glows ominously. A little voice in their heads whispers, Thanks, Blood Fam. Having completed their cultist initiation, the party head back to the other path, having reached a dead end on the other one. The party ventures further, now blood-bonded and smellier than ever. Suddenly, movement in the grass. Out pops a tiny swamp man in a floppy hat. Jiminy. Howdy! Torvin. Oh my god! Arya. Who are you? Why are you wet? Jiminy. I live here. Wanna sing? Arya. Always. They're surrounded by 4-foot-tall musical swamp dwarves who just want to dance. Arya sings. Jiminy plays kazoo. Shalangelo hides in his shell like a sentient backpack. Torvin stares, contemplating his life choices. Then the mayor arrives. Mayor Muckroot. Welcome to our village. We don't make weapons, we make music and modest trades. Torvin tries to trade demonic jewellery for a viol. Arya stops him with a glare so intense it melts obsidian. Burr, naturally, starts carving symbols into every tree like a swamp Banksy. Then Burr is invited to a friendly little ritual, which he promptly hijacks by chopping off the hag's hand. Hag, screaming, By Muck and Maya! Ah! Shalangelo suplexes the hag onto a rock. Classic diplomacy. Shalangelo. Sacrifice. Torvin, polishing earrings. This escalated quickly, and just like that, the sweet old hag turns into a nightmare cryptid. Blood flies, vines whip. Arya covers her mouth mid-ritual with mage hands. Burr stabs her necklace. Shalangelo rages and lightning bolts someone in the face. Shalangelo: did I just cast lightning by flexing? Yes. Yes, you did. Burr steals her bones. Everyone screams. DM: you can hear a muffled scream. Her hand is just flapping. But the hag has one last ace. She summons a 10-foot swamp ogre, dripping algae and attitude. Ogre: my swamp. Cue Burr stealing the ogre's hand bones. Shalangelo blinding him repeatedly. And Torvin trying to do a heroic charge and slipping into the mud. Torvin: this is fine. Arya whispers the ogre to death. Burr rips out his heart, and the swamp villagers immediately start a new cult. Villagers: for Lokthara. Shalangelo, helpfully: convert newcomers, sacrifice the stubborn. Arya: maybe don't tell the paladin. The party receives offerings: gold, potions, preserved fish, and a vial. Arya plays it like a bard possessed. Burr: let's perform a ritual. They sacrifice the hag again, for good measure. Burr channels shadow magic, and Lokthara herself appears, whispering, "Welcome, my shadow." Then everyone takes a nap in tree houses, sews hag bones into gloves, and Torvin gives Arya a friendship earring. Torvin: pirates used to match earrings. It's a thing. Our party leaves the swamp. On their way, they come to a crossroads. The signs point to a less travelled path, and the other to a nicer road with promise of sanctuary. Burr thinks the paladin will be found at the sanctuary, so on they go, heading up a mountain pass, and spot two robed strangers. Shalangelo rushes forward. Shalangelo: have you heard of Lokthara? The monks have not heard of Lokthara, nor do they care to convert. So Shalangelo decides now would be a good time to come out of his shell as a murder hobo-style villain. He rushes at one of them and knocks the female monk off the side of the mountain. Oh, well, that happened. She uses her monk powers to feather fall down the side of the mountain. The other monk, well, he died at the hands of Burr and Torvin. The party continue their way up the path until they reach the top, a temple awaiting them. Boss battle energy radiating off. Shalangelo, tiptoeing loudly: I am stealth. Burr: I hide better than your secrets. Arya and Torvin, not quite so devout a follower of Lokthara, or of Burr's limited intelligence, question whether they should hang back and leave them to die. Sadly for Arya, Phoenix is like a little puppy and wants to be part of the boys' club. They creep into the temple like teenagers sneaking back after curfew. Arya whispers a soft, "Don't die" to Phoenix. Torvin decides to hang back because werewolf dragonborns aren't known for their sneakiness in heavy armour. Inside the temple, monks chant, guards march, and there's a literal paladin named Phallic, yes really, built like a holy refrigerator with a sword the size of a canoe. Phallic, flexing. Justice is swole. The party splits. Shalangelo and Burr lurk in the shadows. Arya practices with nervous breakdowns. Phoenix wants to punch something. Torvin. Casually tying his non-existent boots outside of the temple. Torvin. Yup. Just tying these Air Jordans. Burr tells Arya to convince the paladin Lokthara is near. Arya, emotionally traumatised and annoyed, an A-list actress, pinches herself until she cries and approaches the paladin like a nervous intern. She asks if she can approach.
Ha ha! Yes, you may.
Arya, whimpering. Mighty sir, I hear Lokthara may be here. Phallic, heroically dumb. What? Sound the holy alarms, he shouts. Monks panic. Windows board up. Doors slam shut. Arya looks at Burr with "I hate you" eyes. While monks scramble, Arya uses magic to plunge the room into darkness. Green light glows, fire crackles. Then she misty steps like a magical ninja and slaps a prison collar onto the paladin's neck. Phallic, slashing blindly. Ah! You've ruined my aura! With his powers dampened, the battle begins. Burr dives in. Shalangelo rages. Torvin howls and goes full werewolf. Phoenix, well, Phoenix is just yelling, "Kill!" like a toddler in a toy aisle. The paladin swings wildly. Shalangelo blinds him with turtle rage. Burr slices him and literally rips out his leg bone. Yes, his leg bone. Burr, gleefully. "I collect bones for art." The paladin drops like a holy sack of potatoes. The symbol of Lokthara appears. Arya wipes her own blood and slaps it on the sigil. Torvin howls and lands a nat 20. Lokthara appears. The green flame flares. The room fills with eerie laughter as Lokthara's ghostly form spirals around the rafters. Lokthara echoing. Hello, non-believers. Every monk within earshot. Terrified. Frightened for one full minute. Probably also questioning their life choices. Arya, I told you not to mess with me. The party unleashes hell. Burr stabs. Shalangelo misses but looks intimidating. Arya starts singing a terrifying lullaby. Phoenix punches monks with toddler-level damage. Monk. Ow! Rude. One by one, the cult of Lokthara rises. And our heroes? They're now inside a sealed temple filled with terrified monks, a wounded paladin, and their own bad decisions. With a flex of the paladin's neck, he is able to break the magic restraining collar. His powers restored, he casts Shield of Smugness to increase the protection on himself and the monks. Well, shit.